So we're going to gain access to the fuse panel on the passenger side underneath the glove box. You're going to reach up, pull this panel down. That's the fuse box. We're going to be taking that out. There's several connections that you have to disconnect. These two here and this one over here, and they're held in place with these clips. Then you just pull them out. This one is also. Then these two clips, you just turn them, and your fuse panel will come down like this. Then you got two more big ones and one more small connector over here that you have to take off on the top side. That one. And I'm going to have to put the camera down for this last one. So get the three connections off on the bottom, the three connections off, loosen it, drop it down, then get the three connections off the top, and we'll go from there in a minute. Okay, now that we have all six connectors, the three large and the three small connectors off of the fuse panel, all you need to do is push it up. And slide it out. So there's your fuse panel out of the way. And now you just have these connectors that just need to be out of the way. Next thing you're going to do is take the fuse panel bracket off by taking those two nuts off. And we're going to do that. And be right back. So I used a 12mm socket to get the fuse panel bracket off, and on the back of it there's a couple of these wire harness attachment point things. So I'm going to take a pair of needle nose pliers and squeeze those together and push them out so I can reuse them. So, bracket's out. The fuse panel's out, the bracket is out. Next thing we can do is take this little kick plate off, and you just take a small screwdriver and pry the center piece out. That should fall right off. Just like that. And now you're going to take out 4 screws. There's 2 here, 1 there, 1 in there. And then way up at the top, there's 2 more. There's one of them right there. So I'm going to take that electrical connector off, slide it out of the way, and that'll give us access to those screws and the filters. So I disconnected that electrical connector, and I wanted to show you where one of the screws is at the top here as I'm unscrewing it. There's another one, another inch or so in front of that one that's kind of covered by this insulation. So you're going to have to feel up there with your finger, move the insulation out of the way with your screwdriver, and just feel for it, fit the screwdriver in there, and get that other screw out that's just forward of the one you can see up there. So disconnected the electrical connector. You got the 2 top screws out, the 2 bottom screws out, and then theoretically this should pop off. Oh, look at that. And it does. And there should be 2 filters in here. Ooh, that's nasty. There's one, and then I heard the other one in there. There's 2. And take note of how you took them out, just for orientation's sake. This beveled edge was on the top. And we're going to go take a look. And this squarish one This squarish one came out first, but we'll take a look at them. So getting the filters in wasn't all that difficult. It's just I couldn't film it and do it at the same time since I'm using both hands. But if you get that top filter with the beveled edge in and slide it up as high as it can go, and then just get this bottom one even started in those mating grooves up at the top there, this one will hold everything in place, and then you just slide it in and everything fits quite snugly. And you can feel up there that the filters are grooved together and everything is lined up quite nicely right up to the top. Everything is very smooth and nice and snugly fit in there. So it fits in quite well. Let me see if I get a better shot. Well, that's about the best I can do.